The European Union faces further coronavirus vaccine rebellions as member states opt for unapproved jabs and the bloc's most fervent supporters turn on Brussels. There is growing frustrations with the slow rollout of COVID jabs across EU states, with much of the blame being pinned on Eurocrats. Firebrand Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orbán posed this weekend while receiving a dose of the Chinese-made Sinopharm vaccine. With shortages reported across the EU, Czech leader Andrej Babiš announced his country would press on using the Russian Sputnik V jab without prior authorization from the bloc's medicines watchdog, and arch-federalist Guy Verhofstadt continued to pile the pressure on Brussels for moving too slowly in the race to green-light more vaccines for use across the EU. In a social media post last weekend, Mr. Orbán declared, "I'm vaccinated." His official channels uploaded a short video of him being jabbed with China's state-backed Sinopharm vaccine. The Chinese jab has not been approved by the EU's Amsterdam-based European Medicines Agency. Mr. Orbán has been a harsh critic of Brussels, claiming Eurocrats have been too slow roll out life-saving vaccines. Hungary has broken ranks with most EU states to grant emergency authorization to both the Sinopharm and Sputnik V vaccines. In a recent radio interview, Mr. Orbán said, "We can talk about waiting for this, but we lose 100 Hungarians every day we wait. So I'm not waiting." The Czech Republic issued a similar warning after requesting a batch of the Russian-made vaccine to help plug gaps in the supply of EU-procured doses. Czech politicians have blamed the EU for its snail-paced rollout of jabs. President Miloš Zeman said, after consulting the Prime Minister, "I have sent a letter to Vladimir Putin asking for him a supply of the Sputnik vaccine." Information from the Russian embassy suggests it could arrive in the next few days. Mr. Zeman also suggested he would welcome supplies of the Chinese jab because vaccines have no ideology. Czech PM Mr. Babiš said the country could start rolling out doses of the vaccines before EU permissions. He said, "We cannot wait for the EMA, when Russia has not applied for approval." Mr. Babiš insisted the Czech Drugs Authority, SUKL, would be able to approve the jabs instead. SUKL must examine the documentation and if they approve it, the Health Ministry has to issue an exemption, he said. And then, whoever is interested, can get inoculated.